Today marks a major shift in global partnerships as Canada and the European Union announced a new strategic alignment. During a joint press conference, European officials praised Canada as the most European of the non-European nations, highlighting a deep connection built on shared values. But the biggest surprise came with the announcement that Canada is joining SAFE, the Security Action for Europe program. This move is genuinely historic. SAFE has always been an exclusive club for European members, so Canada becoming the first non-European participant has sent ripples through the international community. This decision completely redefines traditional thinking about defense collaboration. Historically, the SAFE program was strictly an internal European affair. Even the United States never gained access. The United Kingdom did explore joining, but ultimately backed away after the projected costs became a major sticking point. This makes Canada's entry even more remarkable, especially since it was invited with what analysts describe as a comparatively small participation cost. This suggests that Europe's decision wasn't just about money. Instead, it seems to be a strategic move driven by a desire for long-term stability and predictable cooperation. In recent years, Europe has grown wary of the rapid and often unpredictable policy swings we've seen in global trade and security. Amid this uncertainty, Canada's consistent and steady foreign policy approach has made it stand out as a reliable partner. The contrast with the UK's negotiations is quite telling. While the UK faced discussions centered on very high costs, those talks never really progressed due to differing expectations on both sides. At the same time, shifting signals from Washington created a sense of unpredictability, making long-term planning difficult for European leaders. Canada, however, approached the situation from a completely different angle. For some time now, Canada has been actively working to diversify its defense partnerships, moving beyond its traditional reliance on a single ally. This perfectly aligned with Europe's own strategy to spread risk and build a broader, more resilient network of international cooperation. This mutual interest created the perfect opportunity for a much deeper collaboration, and Canada's entry into SAFE is the result. This isn't just a symbolic gesture. It connects Canada to one of the world's largest and most advanced coordinated defense development initiatives. So what does joining SAFE actually mean for Canada? Well, it's a game changer. The program is backed by massive European investment aimed at modernizing and expanding its industrial base all the way through 2030. This effort is supported by long-term investment tools under a strategy called Europe's Readiness 2030. For Canadian industries, this opens up unprecedented access to key defense sectors. We're talking about opportunities in ammunition production, the development of drones and other unmanned systems, armored vehicle components, advanced materials, and even missile-related technologies. These are all areas where Europe is currently facing significant shortages. The continent is in a race to rebuild its industrial capacity, and having a reliable partner like Canada is extremely valuable. SAFE isn't just about signing short-term contracts. It's designed to foster long-term industrial growth. The vision is for Canada to develop into a secondary production hub, supporting Europe's needs for critical items like munitions, UAV components, and vehicle systems. This could transform Canada's industrial landscape. For the first time ever, Canadian companies will be able to participate in European procurement processes on nearly the same level as companies within the EU itself. This is a massive opportunity that could create thousands of new high-skilled jobs across the country. Think about roles in engineering, advanced machining, materials science, robotics, and modern manufacturing spread across Canadian provinces. This isn't just about defense. It's about economic development and technological advancement. There's another important angle to this story: sustainability. The SAFE program places a strong emphasis on low-carbon production methods. This aligns perfectly with Canada's strengths. With its abundant clean energy and modern, efficient industrial capabilities, Canada is an ideal match for Europe's climate-conscious procurement rules. This shared commitment to green manufacturing makes the partnership even more powerful and future-proof. It's a collaboration that looks not just at the challenges of today, but at the shared goals of tomorrow. Beyond the immediate economic and industrial benefits, joining SAFE marks a fundamental shift in Canada's global standing. It gradually reduces the country's long-standing dependence on a single defense partner, giving it more options, greater influence, and increased flexibility in its future strategic planning. This is a move toward a more independent and diversified foreign policy, where Canada can act as a key player on the world's stage, connecting North America and Europe in new and meaningful ways. This partnership gives Canada a seat at the table in Europe's long-term defense planning, ensuring its voice is heard. Looking at the bigger picture, this development reflects a much wider global trend. Around the world, countries are rethinking their alliances. There's a growing movement toward building cooperative relationships that are based on reliability, shared values, and long-term consistency, rather than just short-term transactional benefits. The fact that Europe chose a mid-sized, stable, and predictable partner like Canada over other, perhaps more powerful but less predictable options is very telling. It signals a shift toward a more diverse and balanced network of global partnerships. This isn't just a win for Canada. It's a model for how international collaboration might evolve in the coming years. Thanks for watching. If you found this update interesting, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more news and analysis on global affairs. We'll be following this story closely as it develops. See you next time.